The book of Ruth, chapter 2. And Naomi had a relation of her husband's, a mighty man of wealth, of the family of Elimelech, and his name was Boaz. And Ruth the Moabitess said to Naomi, Let me, I pray, go to the field and glean among the ears of corn after him in whose sight I shall find favor. And she said to her, Go, my daughter. And she went. And she came and gleaned in the fields after the reapers. And she chanced to light on the allotment of Boaz, who was of the family of Elimelech. And behold, Boaz came from Bethlehem. And he said to the reapers, Jehovah be with you. And they said to him, Jehovah bless thee. And Boaz said to his servant that was set over the reapers, Whose maiden is this? And the servant that was set over the reapers answered and said, It is the Moabitish maiden, who came back with Naomi out of the fields of Moab. And she said, I pray you, let me glean and gather among the sheaves after the reapers. And she came, and has continued from the morning until now. Her sitting in the house has been little as yet. And Boaz said to Ruth, Hearest thou not, my daughter? Go not to glean in another field, neither go from here, but keep here with my maidens. Let thine eyes be on the field which is being reaped, and go thou after them. Have I not charged the young men not to touch thee? And when thou art athirst, go to the vessels, and drink of what the young men draw. Then she fell on her face, and bowed herself to the ground, and said to him, Why have I found favor in thine eyes, that thou shouldst regard me, seeing I am a foreigner? And Boaz answered and said to her, It has been fully shown me, all that thou hast done to thy mother-in-law since the death of thy husband, and how thou hast left thy father and thy mother, and the land of thy nativity, and art come to a people that thou hast not known heretofore. Jehovah recompense thy work, and let thy reward be full from Jehovah the God of Israel, under whose wings thou art come to take refuge. And she said, Let me find favor in thine eyes, my Lord, for that thou hast comforted me, and for that thou hast spoken kindly to thy handmaid, though I am not like one of thy handmaidens. And Boaz said to her at mealtime, Come hither, and eat of the bread, and dip thy morsel in the vinegar. And she sat beside the reapers, and he reached to parched corn, and she ate, and was sufficed, and reserved some. And when she rose up to glean, Boaz commanded his young men, saying, Let her glean even among the sheaves, and ye shall not reproach her. And ye shall sometimes draw out for her some ears out of the handfuls, and leave them that she may glean, and rebuke her not. And she gleaned in the field until even, and beat out what she had gleaned. And it was about an ephah of barley. And she took it up, and came into the city, and her mother-in-law saw what she had gleaned, and she brought forth and gave to her that which she had reserved after she was sufficed. And her mother-in-law said to her, Where hast thou gleaned today? And where hast thou wrought? Blessed be he that did regard thee. And she told her mother-in-law with whom she had wrought, and said, The man's name with whom I wrought today is Boaz. And Naomi said to her daughter-in-law, Blessed be he of Jehovah, who has not left off his kindness to the living and to the dead. And Naomi said to her, The man is near of kin to us, one of those who have the right of our redemption. And Ruth the Moabitess said, He said to me also, Thou shalt keep with my young men, until they have ended all my harvest. And Naomi said to Ruth, her daughter-in-law, It is good, my daughter, that thou go out with his maidens, that they may meet thee not in any other field. So she kept with the maidens of Boaz to glean, until the end of the barley harvest, and of the wheat harvest, and she dwelt with her mother-in-law.